Hi, Scorpio. I'm so happy you're here. I'm your cosmic auntie, and I hope that this reading is helpful to you in some way. I hope that it's insightful and encouraging. Yeah. I'm looking here at the Knight of Wands already, so it feels very bold, Scorpio. Very cool. Very cool. So I've got my tea. Let's chat. Let's chat, Scorpio. First, I'm going to ring my bell. So if you are sensitive to sound, turn down your volume or mute the reading for a second here, okay? Scorpio. I heard last word, like you got the last word. Sorry, I spilled my tea. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio suns, moons, risings. What's good? What's good? I'm using a deck called the Vice Versa Tarot. Knight of Wands still there. So it has two sides to it. So that's the one Knight of Wands, and then that's the other. So it's really cool. I really like reading with this deck. I hope that you enjoy it too. Okay. Scorpio. So 4 of Cups coming out first. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, Scorpio. This feels pensive. That's the first word that came to my mind. There's this sense of like pensiveness. There's a tinge of disappointment to this energy. Like something didn't work out like you hoped it would. Let's get some more information. Three of Cups. Okay. It's like something didn't work out. Like that you, in a way that you hoped in a social setting, like in a connection in some way. I heard 3's a crowd. Interesting. We've got the Hermit. Scorpio. You've got your detective cap on. Okay. You're good at that. Yeah, there's a lot to reflect on, and I heard find out. There's a lot to find out, like internally within, as well as in the physical. There's a physical effect to this energy, and again with like a disappointed tinge to it. Got the Ace of Pentacles. So things, things are turn around. Things are turning around. Things will turn around. There's like a whole new bright beginning in this energy. and it's full of like bounty and blessings. There's a lot of, yeah, the sun. Whew, Scorpio, interesting. Well, you definitely, have gotten to the bottom of it, or you're getting to the bottom of it. You're getting to the bottom of it. You're getting through it. And when you get through it, it gets better. It's lighter, it's fresher. There's so much more joy. But yeah, something didn't grow like you hoped it would. Yeah, oh my goodness, okay. I knew I needed to pour a cup of tea for this one, Scorpio. You're telling me we are not done. The Tower has come out, the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Okay, it just feels like, feels kind of like heart sinking, And it causing like a lot of chaos and change. With the 7 of Wands, this is fortitude, okay? This is strength, like tap into that inner core. I know things must be so confusing right now. It's like this very interesting energy, Scorpio, where things are so clear yet so confusing all at the same time. And there's a lot of change and chaos, and it feels kind of heart-sinking. There's an element of shock to it, there's this, yeah. Something didn't grow like you hoped it would. And it's shocking that it's not. I hope that made sense. Ultimately, this all provides like such a ground to grow something so much more sustainable. And call your energy back to you and feel the sense of strength and groundedness. There's this like bittersweet feeling, Scorpio, where it's like you have to move away from something that you really hoped would have panned out differently. But moving away, this is like, I'm talking to a collective that knows that moving away from this is like the most like beneficial choice. There's an element of shock to it too. Or a little flip. The Page of Wands. So boldly move in the direction that you're going, as bittersweet as it is. Yeah, really try to keep your head through all of this, because it is like a whirlwind of emotion. It's like the lid popped off or blew off something, And it has to do with like people and like connections, a social setting, a group. Again, I heard three's a crowd. Interesting. We've got the Empress turned away. That's the front. Yeah, there's a sense of closing the door on something and it being kind of like shocking because you may not have anticipated having to do this. But again, it's with a lot of factoring in, a lot of reflection here with the Hermit, and like again, only take this if it resonates. You know, confidently but tenderly move away and feel all the feelings that you feel about it, because it is intense. This is like kind of an intense thing. It's a lot of change, a lot of destabilization and shocks to the system and disappointment and like longing and leaving and feeling confused while also getting the truth. You are very strong through this, Scorpio, with the Seven of Wands, so keep it up. And the Empress turned inward, really tending to yourself and really connecting to your self-worth, really connecting to your value, and holding on to that and being very protective and very close to that, because that is guiding you in better directions where there's a lot of opportunity to grow and blossom and to feel bountiful. Yeah, Chariot. There's a lot of movement and momentum to this. And then on the bottom here on the other side is the King of Cups. So there you are, Scorpio. Deep, powerful, present. Like a cat in wait and pounce mode, okay? And strategizing, maneuvering, flowing with this. Forgiveness, repairing the veil. Then Skybridge, possibility for union. Interesting. Interesting. I just heard like, you know, can this be fixed? Is this something that can be fixed? Again, there's this pensive energy. There's this like reflectiveness. And this feeling, yeah, there's this like push and pull between like leaving and being like, is there a way to fix, you know? So that's where I feel like this energy is right now. And it's a lot of, with the Seven of Cups, it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. And ultimately, it's up to you, depending on what you discover with the Hermit, discover within yourself, to really reflect on the situation, whatever that may be for you, and how you feel about it. And again, like being close with your value, your self-worth, your greatness, you know, your beauty. I also feel a lot of like self-forgiveness here too. It's like because there's this element of shock with the Tower and the lid popping off something, and kind of like a blindsided energy as well to this. I feel like there's a possibility here for being quite hard on yourself, like, why didn't I know? Or like, oh, like, you know, really, there's a possibility here in this energy to be really down on yourself, to be really hard on yourself. So watch that if you find yourself experiencing that, and you know, try and bring compassion to this, because you didn't know, and it's not your fault. Yeah. It's just like this, things happen. Yeah. And if we have no control over it, especially if it comes to like other people's choices, because there's this other people element with the Three of Cups. This energy is definitely like, you know, it's thrown, this is like being thrown for a loop here. But you do have good strong roots, and you do have a lot of strength with the Seven of Wands. So yeah, keep your head, Scorpio, keep your head up, keep your eyes straight ahead. You got this. When you get to a point of forgiveness, remember, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, and ultimately, if it's like this is about self-forgiveness, forgiveness to yourself for not knowing, okay, and not having control, and that's okay. And the only thing that you have control over is navigating what you're navigating and responding to it in ways that feel, you know, authentic to you and natural to you and good to you. This, you know, possibility for union card, what I feel with this is this deeper relationship with yourself, because this circumstance is really going to require you to be really, really close with yourself, to be really present with yourself. And it will like bring this sense of cohesion in deep parts of yourself, because there are some parts here that are ripped open. This reminds me of like a suture, right? Stitching yourself up. And if you do require, and this is depending on who you are and your circumstance, if you do, you know, find yourself at a place that you want to extend forgiveness, then if that feels natural, do that at your own pace, in your own time. And it can even just be like a personal reflection, and you send it out. But yeah, I do want to say that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, first and foremost. And it you know, it's layered, so take your time with this. So if you're resonating with this, as you get through this, it will just tighten up, and really, again, the stitching up of these parts that ripped open in you, that are very deep, okay? They will get stitched and they will heal, and it will feel so good. You are going to come out of this feeling so much more stronger in yourself, feeling closer with life, feeling very creative and bold and attractive, and you know, like it will result in that. It will result in that. Dearest you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you and risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where you are saying you are on the right track, even if your ego self doesn't see that. Listen to your soul, check in with spirit, keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, we love you. Oh, there's a lot of like divine protection and guidance here. You are so loved. You're just surrounded by loving energy. Okay? And there is with this possibility for union as well. Like this may be for some again, this is collective. So some of you, there may be opportunities to heal these connections. It just depends on the circumstance and what you are personally going through and what you discover in this hermit energy, what you find out and what you learn. So how you proceed from that, feel confident in that, whatever that may be, whether you are moving away from a connection or you are healing a connection, whatever it may be, this results in a deeper union with yourself. You know yourself so much more because you have had to root, and you are probably currently going through this, like really having to root deep into yourself, right? Listen to your soul. Your soul knows best. You got this, Scorpio. I love you. I hope that this was encouraging. Know that you are loved. You are supported. When you need support, reach out to it. The people that you feel like comfortable around, okay? Because that's so important. Really connect to others and spend time, because there's a really deep pensive energy. So come up for air every once in a while and reach out to those that you feel really good around, and get out in nature, breathe, give you that motion, move your body and allow those feelings and that energy to move, to shift, okay? Because there's a lot that's shifting, there's a lot that's changing, and so keep up with yourself with that, okay? You got this. This is all gonna be okay. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next one.